Today, Quad4A would like to take you to the next level in showing you how to build a retractable camera holder. You should have watched my video now on the Killer Bees, where I used the 360-degree VR camera from Aldi and the mount. This was the mount I designed for it. Replaced the one that held the 2-axis gimbal on my previous videos, and that worked fine. But as in all camera mounts, you want it to get clear. Now, being 360, it mounted up here and it got the struts. Other camera mounts you'll get the props. So if we could lower the camera, we would clear those obstacles, those interference to our good videos. So if you also watched my other series on making a retractable undercarriage, you would have seen that I use a Tarot retractable struts. So I decided to mount one of them up to the Phantom one and see how it went. When you first get your retractable landing gear, you need to test it. So this is a simple video I've done on the test, and as you can see, these retractable gear, landing gear, are not incremental. They don't go from there to there to there to there. They go from there to there, from there to there. So check that your gimbal adjusting lever on the back of your transmitter is working. Then we go on to the next stage, is how to mount it. I've removed the camera from the mount I made up, and to fit the retract, it has its holes, and the bottom of the Phantom has its holes. But the trouble is, the motor assembly is mounted by these screws, and this hole pattern here is smaller than that. So even if you drilled this plate to suit those holes, you wouldn't be able to tighten it up. If you took the plate off and screwed it to the body, you wouldn't be able to put the screws in for the motor. So what that means is that I have to make up now an adapter plate. A plate that's wide enough for those mounting holes, have holes in it that mount up to that hole pattern. So I'll make up a larger plate, drill it, countersink it, put the screws in, the plate will be that wide, and then that will sit in there, be able to screw through its mounting holes. So that's the next step. So these are steps you have to do when you're designing up brackets and all that. The trouble with the mount is it's got the serrations on the bottom. There's only 3 threads, and you tighten it up with the screw, but when it gets tapped in the unlock position, it comes loose. So I'll be making up a special holder for that as well. I've looked at what I needed to design in the rough stage, so then I just go in the SolidWorks, draw it up and see where my ideas take me. It was difficult to mount it because you had the screws on back face, screws on the other back face, and they would cover each other and you would not be able to undo it and do it up. I said, okay, I need to make up a bigger plate. But whenever you're designing something, come up with your initial idea and then think, how can I make it simpler, easier? One of the ways is, how quickly would it be to take off? So now, only one Allen key, one screw, and it comes off. Pretty quick change, secure, and I'll show you how I designed that. And I mentioned in the video that this unlocks, and as you can see in the photo, it's got the serrations that stops it from unlocking. On the end plug I made up, I was looking at milling the matching slots, but there is even a simpler solution that I've done before. And if you look at the CNC 4A videos on polymorphic thermoplastic, you'll see how I do moulding with that. So I basically just mix some up and mould it to shape. So all I had to make up was a plate to mount it and the adapter plate to hold the tripod mount. These cameras have a 1/4 thread, and as I said, the nut would come through, so the actual cap screw goes through this aluminium plug. It's got the thermoplastic serrations that stop it from rotating, locked in, and comes off. So to remove the camera itself, you need to take off these 2 screws. But as it's mainly going to be on this camera, this mount, this will be it. But before I take it off, I suppose you want to see if it works or not. That's the lever on the back. Make sure it's in the right position, especially when it's ground. Switch on transmitter. Up she goes. Because they're landing gear, they are on the angle. Here's the vertical. As you fly, the quad will tilt anyway, so that will be vertical. But the beauty about a 360-degree camera, 360 that way, 360 that way, is only the horizon changes, so you can easily adjust that. So that's no problem. As you can see, to the left or to the right, that's the up position. That's the down position. And a little bounce there. So that's how much clearance you get. If you're flying the quad on that angle, it's nice and straight. One thing you have to worry about, centre of balance. Centre of gravity is about finger width, just using this as the centre. So when you're going to take off, tend to be nose heavy, so you'll need to take off that attitude. Well, that's what she looks like, and you may be wondering about vibration. As you can see, it's fairly solid. If you look at the Killer Bee video, you'll notice that there's no jelly or anything like that. So it's quite good. I would suggest you put a up or down texture mark on here, so as you know. You could put a thumb screw if you wanted to do no tool change. Then to get it off, just push it forward. Simple. So all what there is a tapered or countersunk screw, screwed in the bottom. You have to make sure you grind them short to about 6mm, not to interfere with the battery and pierce the battery. So it's just flush, you adjust it, just got a little groove in there, and you just adjust it, the V, until it just slides in and nicks in. So it's about 2mm proud, and you drill the other hole for there. So that's just the same spacing, and that's the mount. You can use it handheld, no problem, for the camera. You can then just mount this on any other vehicle you like, and it will do the trick. So you can mount your GoPro, mount an aerial, whatever you want to retract. If you get another piece of carbon fibre tube that can slide in, you can have pulleys with cable, so when it just pulls down, fishing wire, when it pulls down, the rod will come down, and you can get longer length, and then the rod comes up, it will then lock it in position. So as with all my other videos, there'll be a QR code at the back. Just pause the video, get your camera, take a picture, and it will list all the links to all the products and tools and that mentioned. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe and tell your friends. If you didn't, tell me. As always, thanks for watching.